This week it's top versus bottom in the Barclays Under-18 Premier League. Anthony Limbrick and Ollie Cook give us their thoughts ahead of Saints' trip to Arsenal. After playing 90 minutes for the Under-21s a fortnight ago, and now a regular fixture on Martin Hunter's bench, Ollie Cook is hoping he can continue his bright early season form. But firstly, he's focused on marshalling his defence to their first win and clean sheet of the season against the Gunners on Saturday.
So Ollie, let's start off with your Under-21 debut against Everton. Can you just first of all tell us how you found that?
Yeah, it was a big day for me. Obviously, a big step up. New pressures to come with the game, but I think I handled it all right. Especially after playing 90 minutes on the Saturday and the game was on the Monday. So I wasn't as physically fit as I'd like to have been, but I think I handled the game well, made a couple mistakes but learnt from it, and yeah, it's been decent from then on.
You must feel like there's been some, real rapid progression since, it was only in July that you signed that scholarship deal. Yeah,
no, I think that everyone here's played a big part in that. Everyone at the club, everyone outside the club, family, friends, that push me every single day, and I think that it's my hard work, the coach's hard work, physios, everyone that's kept me on track, S&C, that have allowed me to progress as quick as I have done.
You mentioned the coaches as part of that, obviously being with the Under-21s. Did Martin have a one-to-one with you after that game or before it?
Yeah, before the game he just said, play your normal game, big opportunity for you today. I want you to take it with both hands. Play simple, get the defensive responsibilities right, and you'll be all right.
Looking ahead to this weekend now, you've got the Under-18s duty with Arsenal coming up. You've got a trip over there. They're league leaders so far. What are you expecting from them?
I'm expecting them to be good offensively and obviously defensively. Probably press us from the start, but I think we'll be ready for them. I think we've had a really good week training this week. Every single day's been hard. Everyone's been on it. Coaching's been excellent. I think we'll give them a real good game, and I think this week's the one where we win and keep it tight at the back, clean sheet first and foremost.
You speak about keeping it tight at the back. You haven't been able to keep a clean sheet so far this season as a collective, the Under-18s. Why do you think that is?
We've had a couple individual mistakes, me included in that. A couple of times we haven't quite got the rub of the green with. We've had a deflection, bad bounce, bad bobble, and it's coming. We're close. Everyone knows their jobs now. Everyone's learnt from their mistakes, and I think that now you can see in training today, it was really tight. Everyone was on it. Communication's there, positioning's there. Everyone knows their jobs now, and it's time.
With the amount that Arsenal have scored so far this season, is keeping a clean sheet the real foundation for you to build on? Is that what you really, really need from this game? Yeah,
I mean, if you keep a clean sheet first and foremost, you can't lose the game. So that's the main priority, and it will give the whole team a lot of confidence. Even if we go in at half-time 0-0, everyone think, right, this game's there for the taking at Arsenal, and it will give the defenders the confidence to push on and the midfielders to push on to keep it tight, but also go forwards a bit more.
Back to you at a personal level, you've been a busy guy recently. You've been involved in a lot of Under-21 games recently, not actually playing, but you've been around in the environment. At the same time, you've been playing regularly for Under-18s. How are you finding this lifestyle?
Yeah, I love it. It's football, isn't it? Football every day. Being on the bench for 21 has been a great experience. I'd like to come on a couple more times, but that's down to me working hard and keep doing what I'm doing, and it will definitely come for me.
Arsenal just edged this fixture last season as Saints suffered last-minute heartbreak. After Arsenal went ahead, Dan Demkiv equalised in bizarre circumstances. The referee judged Jack Jebb to have played a back pass, to which Ryan Seeger showed quick thinking to grab the ball and quickly set up Demkiv, who passed into an empty net. It was a last-minute strike from Taram Dawkins that condemned Saints to defeat.
So Anthony, on Saturday we have a trip to league leaders Arsenal. What have you made of their season so far? They've done quite well, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, they've had a really good start. I think each year they're always sort of up in that, around that top 4, top 2 position. So it won't be an easy game. I think when we went there last year with the 16s and the 18s, they were both good games and very tough. They're physical. quick. Do you know what I mean? And they're really good individuals. So we'll have to be on top form this weekend for sure.
After some losses on the bounce, how have the players responded this week in training?
Yeah, we've focused on some key areas we feel that they need to improve on during the week. And yeah, they've done quite well again in training. So I think the real key for us now is to take that out and put it into the matches. We've consistently trained well on a lot of days during the week on the things that we've asked of them. But the test is to take it out and put it in the game. You can train as well as you want, but individually and collectively they need to start taking that out and putting it into the game. I mean, on the weekend against Brighton, it was a very disappointing performance all round, individually and for the whole team. But in the previous weeks before that, we played quite well. Against West Ham we did well, against West Brom as well, and Leicester we've been quite positive performances but not got the result. Whereas the bad thing on the weekend was that the performance was poor and obviously the result as well. So we'll be looking to get a performance this weekend and then see what happens from there.
There's no under-21 match this time on the Monday afterwards, so is that a bit of a luxury for you? Do you now have the entire personnel at your disposal that you want to have?
Yeah, there might be the opportunity for a few players to play. I mean, depending on sort of them individually, do you know what I mean, what the best thing is for them if they need a game. If it's the best thing for them to come back into that 18s group. So yeah, we might have a couple available to play on Saturday and we'll see how we go.
Despite Arsenal's position, their form has been a mixed bag. They started by thrashing Brighton and Chelsea 4-0 and 5-1 respectively, before losing to Aston Villa and only managing a draw at 9th place Reading. But they've scored more goals than anyone else so far this season, with 19 already on the tally.
It will be a test, but listen, whenever we play them, they play probably similar each year. Quick on the break, very ruthless in their attacking. So yeah, we've been doing our fair share of defending work this week. So we want to make sure that we try and put that right and be hard to beat and be nice and organised and not just defend with the back four and the goalkeeper, but with everyone from the front all the way back. So hopefully we can do that on the weekend.
Out of the top six, they're one of the higher conceders this season so far. So you know, we could take advantage potentially, couldn't we, of that, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, each week we've created chances and scored goals. I mean, there hasn't been a game where we haven't scored yet, and we could have scored a lot more. So I think in this league you tend to get a lot of chances anyway, but for a team like us, we do create every week. I think we haven't been ruthless enough in the final third, even when we have scored sort of 2s and 3s in some games. So something that we've been working on, being clinical in the final third, not just with the final shot, but with the final ball, final pass and cross, etc. So I think we don't have any problems creating chances at the moment. We've just got to be a little bit more clinical with them and obviously better defensively as a whole team as well.